All right, so I hold on to the top thread, take one stitch and bring the bobbin thread up, and then I hold on to that when I start my stitching. You can see there's no sewing here. Here's a seam line, and the leaf here is free. These cherries are also free too, so you can either use a straight stitch or a zigzag stitch, and I use like 1.5, 1.6, and I'm just coming down. Applique stitches are small, so you're always kind of keep the quilt loose around where you're working. And if you have like this, the tip of this leaf was loose a little bit, so I just hold it down with my sewer stiletto and then just keep on coming. So I'm just zigzagging over this small edge. And it's wonderful with free motion foot. You can just go in any direction. And then so I outline stitch this leaf. Then I switch to straight stitch and just do my decorative stitching in the center of this pattern piece. So just come up here and make a few veins for the leaves. Alright, now these stems are not stitched either, so I just come on over to the stems. So we're stitching and quilting all at the same time. Now on these stems I am just doing a straight stitch. You can also do a straight stitch, but when you do a straight stitch you have to stitch very close to the edge because there's only 1/4 of an inch seam allowance under here. You have to hit it very closely. And then when I'm here, I can just go ahead and decide to echo quilt over to my next area. You see this next leaf coming up is, so I'm just going to get into the leaf. So here I'm continuing just the straight stitch. So you want to make sure that every once in a while you just bite into the background. You just, we don't want a long ridge there that might get turned up when you wash your quilt. So if you just take an extra stitch off to the side, that will kind of lock that down. So I came over here because I have my light off so you can see the video better, but it's hard for me to see. So I came back to try to stitch that edge down a little better. So it's just wonderful with the free motion foot. You can just stitch anywhere you want. I'm going to go back over here. And here I have a place that I missed on my border, so I'm just going to put the zigzag stitch on and finish that. Come back. When I travel back, I stitch in the seam line between the pattern pieces. So now I'm going to finish this leaf. Get that stem. You can travel over here in my the stems, these skinny stems that I put on with free motion zigzag with a colored thread to give the little viney shapes. So then you can add a little decorative stuff to your I'll come back here and I'm going to just echo quilt this area. So I'm stitching and quilting all at the same time. I'm stitching down the pattern pieces and also filling in a background, and I essentially just do echo quilting. It's kind of hard to do it without the light on. But there you go, that's basically what I do. I just finish one whole area and move to another.